alaikum and welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories with Amuraz. I'm still Amuraz. I know last time I had a big beard and things, but this time I had to shave it because I'm looking after ill patients with coronavirus. So, yeah, Amuraz needs to wear a mask, and so now I look funny and different and almost like an alien compared to what I looked like before, but I still have a beard in my head, right? And I keep doing this. I keep doing this even though I've got no beard there, but there we go. So, today we're going to talk about the story of the leper, the bald man, and the blind man. Now, this is narrated by Abu Huraira. Do you guys know who Abu Huraira is? He's radiallahu an. He is one of the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was a very, very great companion, a real close friend to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the story goes like this. There were these three men, like I said, a leper, a bald man, and a blind man. Now, do you guys know what a leper is? So a leper is somebody who had a condition known as leprosy. And sometimes when this affects the face, it can cause the color to change and can change the structure of the face, and people can feel very conscious about it. They can feel very embarrassed by the way it looks on their face. And so the angel, one of the angels was sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the angel goes first to this leper, to this man who had leprosy. And the angel says, he says to the man, "What thing do you like the most?" And the man thought about it, and he knew straight away what he wanted. He said, "I want my skin color to be normal again, and I want good skin. And especially for the people who used to be really afraid of me and used to turn their faces away from me." And the angel touched him, and his disease was cured. All of a sudden, his skin was much better, his face looked normal again, and he was really happy. And the angel asked him, "What kind of wealth do you want?" And the man thought about it, and he said, "I want camels." So the leper, he was given a pregnant she-camel, and the angel said to him, "May Allah bless you in it." And so he had camels. The angel then went to the bald-headed man, and I'm getting there slowly, but he said, "What thing do you like the most?" And he said, "I like good hair. I want hair. I want to be cured of this disease. And for people who are repulsed by me, who hate me because I'm bald, I want them to like me." So the angel touched him, and his illness was cured. He had hair. He had good hair as well. And the angel asked him, "What kind of wealth do you want?" And man thought about it, and he said, "I want cows." So the angel gave him a pregnant cow and said, "May Allah bless you with it." Lastly, then, the angel went to the blind man and asked, "What thing do you like the best?" And of course, the man was blind, and he said, I like that Allah restore my eyesight to me so that I can see people again." And the angel touched the man and gave him back his eyesight because Allah made that happen, right? And Allah allowed vision to return to this man's eyes. And the angel asked him, "What kind of property, what kind of wealth do you want?" And he said, "Sheep." And the angel gave him a pregnant sheep. Why are all these guys, why are they getting all pregnant animals? Well, because then they would get more and more animals, right? They have babies, and the babies will have babies, and then they will eventually have lots of animals. And back then, if you had lots of animals, that means you were very rich, because that's how people used to trade. They used to get food from it. They used to sell the milk, and that way, and they could use it. Sometimes they use these animals in battles and things like that. So that's how they used to gain all the wealth. So these three men, they had their diseases cured, and they were much better. And over time, these animals started having babies and more babies and more babies, and eventually they had animals that would fill a whole valley, like a whole like mountains and mountains of animals. So they were very rich eventually, very, very rich. And so after that, the angel decided to change his appearance. He changed the way he looked, okay? And he turned himself into what looked like the leper, right? So the leper, remember when he had problems with his skin and his face? So the angel looked like the leper. And he went to the man who had leprosy in the first place. And he said to him, "I'm a poor man who has lost all his wealth while on a journey. So None will help me except Allah, and after Allah, you can help me. In the name of Allah, who's given you such a nice skin and beautiful skin and so much wealth, I ask you, can you give me just one camel so that I can reach my destination? Right? I can finish my journey. And then what happened? What did the leper say? The man said, I'm sorry. I've got so many other things I need to do. I'm so busy. I need this money. I need these camels of mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So what did he do? He said, I can't give you anything. I'm sorry. I can't give you anything. And the angel said, I think I know you. Weren't you a leper to who people used to be really repulsed against and they never used to come near you? Weren't you poor? And then didn't Allah give you all this wealth? And the man replied, this is wrong. I got this property through inheritance, through what my parents gave me and what my parents' parents gave me. And the angel said, if you are telling a lie, then let Allah make you as you were before. What does that mean? That means maybe Allah will take away his wealth. Maybe Allah will return him to the state that he was in. Then what did the angel do? The angel then disguised himself in the shape of a bald man and went to the bald man who was previously bald and said to him as he said to the first one. And what did the bald man say? He asked the bald man for help. Bald man said, who's now got a lot of hair, he said, no, sorry, can't help you. I'm too busy. I need all my animals. I can't help you. And the angel said, if you're telling a lie, then let Allah make you as you were before. What does that mean? Then maybe he will lose his hair again. The angel then, he turned himself into a blind man. And he went to the blind man and said, I'm a poor man. I'm a traveler. And, my only way of living, I lost it all. And now I'm stuck on this journey. And he said, I'm stuck on this journey. Please, can I ask you in the name of Allah who helped you, who gave back your side to give me sheep so that it's, with this help, I can complete my journey? The man said, no doubt. I was blind and Allah gave me back my eyesight. I was poor and Allah made me rich. So take anything you wish for my property. By Allah, I will not stop you for taking anything you need of my property, and you can take whatever you want for the sake of Allah. And what did the angel say? The angel said, keep your property with you. Keep it. Keep these animals. You have been tested and Allah is pleased with you and He's angry with your other two companions. So He's angry with your other two companions. What does this tell us? What do you guys take away from this story? Well, this means that sometimes, you might want something so bad in your life. You might want that toy. You're always asking your mom or your dad, oh, mom, dad, I want this toy, I want that sweet, or I want that ice cream. And eventually when you get it, you forget you ever got it. And then you start being naughty again. And when you want something, you start behaving very nicely and you're always nice to your parents. And then when you get it, you forget you got it. And then after a couple of weeks, you put the toy in the corner and you forget about it, right? And these men, they had such big problems, even worse than what we were talking about. We're talking about toys here, but they had real problems in their lives that was really affecting how they were living and how people used to treat them. And Allah gave them good health, it gave them wealth, and looked after them. And what did they do? They forgot it all. And when somebody else asked them for help, they were greedy and they were selfish. So we have to remember that whenever Allah gives us anything, we should be grateful to Allah. And at the same time, when somebody else is in need or when somebody else wants something, we should be willing to share what we have and be willing to give back what Allah has given us. Because that is the true Muslim. The true Muslim is somebody, and the true decent person is somebody who shares the blessings that Allah gives upon them and the blessings that Allah grants them. So I hope you guys remember this. Next time, whenever somebody asks you for a favor or something nice, don't be mean, be generous, be kind, and inshallah Allah will give you even more and more, not only in this world, but in the hereafter as well. So, thank you for joining Ammu Raz, who no longer has a beard. But until next time, thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.